Today's video is a simple guide to understanding Tesla superchargers. Everything from how to charge, the different types of superchargers, and even the proper etiquette to follow when charging. First, let's talk about what a Tesla supercharger is. Tesla superchargers are DC fast chargers that deliver energy directly to the battery for rapid charging. As of 2025, Tesla has over 6,000 supercharger stations globally with more than 55,000 charger stalls accessible for customer use. The main purpose of the superchargers is to provide quick top-offs for your battery, taking anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes when on a road trip. One nice thing to know is that if you tap on a supercharger location on the center screen app, you can see information about the supercharger location, like what amenities are around that location, such as food or where the nearest bathroom is. This information even tells you what the supercharger cost at different times throughout the day is. And the number displayed on the supercharger pinpoint on the map shows how many stalls are currently available. Now let's talk about how to use the superchargers. One very important thing to know about is preconditioning. Preconditioning is when your battery warms itself up to prepare for a high voltage charge. If you don't precondition your battery before a supercharging session, your battery will not charge as fast. To do this, tap anywhere on your map. This will bring up an icon of options. Next, click on the electric bolt icon. This will bring up all the supercharger locations in your immediate area. Next, choose which supercharger location you would like to go to. Then tap the arrow on the supercharger profile to navigate to that location. This will not only navigate you to the supercharger, but also start to precondition your battery as it will display on the screen. After you have arrived at the location, simply pull or back into your desired stall, remove the cable from the stall, and then plug it into your Tesla. You will see a flashing blue Tesla logo. This establishes a connection, and then the logo will turn green when the charging has started. Once charging has started, you can monitor the charging speeds, estimated time and cost of the charging session, right from the center screen or your Tesla mobile app. You can even adjust your charging limit from the charging screen in case you want to charge more or less. Your charging stop will end when you have charged to your selected limit, or you willingly unplug your Tesla early. After unplugging your Tesla, simply return the cable to the stall, and that's it. Now you are done and can go about the rest of your day or continue on your road trip. Your charging cost will be billed right to your card on your Tesla account. You can always view how much you paid for the charging session from the charging menu on your center screen or your charging history on your app. Next, let's talk about the different types of superchargers. Currently, there are versions 2, 3, or 4 that are available to use. Here's how to tell the difference. Version 2 superchargers only have a max rate of 72 to 150 kilowatts, and the cable will not only be thicker, but have a silver ring near the charging handle. One thing to be aware of when using a version 2 supercharger is that every 2 charging stalls share the same cabinet. You can identify this by looking at the bottom of the supercharger to see one labeled A and one B. This is known as power sharing between stalls. This causes your charging rate to dip due to the multiple stalls sharing the same cabinet. You can avoid this by parking one stall over from someone else who is charging if possible to avoid inconsistent charging speeds. Version 3 superchargers can deliver a 250 kilowatt max charging speed and have a much thinner cable compared to the version 2. Finally, we have version 4 superchargers. These superchargers are much larger than versions 2 and 3. They have an adapter within the charging stall and much longer cable for other electric vehicles that are not Teslas, since their charging ports are usually in a different location. They can also output 325 kilowatts for the Cybertruck, but if you have any other Tesla, your charging speed will still only be 250 kilowatts like version 3. Now let's go over what I like to call supercharging etiquette. This is showing common courtesy for other EV owners who need to use the superchargers. If you find yourself showing up at a supercharger and it's full, and someone was there before you waiting to use the supercharger, make sure you wait your turn and allow them to take the next available stall. Do not cut them off and steal their spot just so you can charge first. Also, always make sure to move your Tesla from the supercharger when you are done charging. Tesla tries to prevent long wait times by charging idle fees if you continue to leave your Tesla plugged into a supercharger after it is done charging. These idle fees can cost 50 cents to $1 a minute, so for the sake of courtesy and avoiding idle fees, make sure to move your Tesla when you are done charging so someone else can get in your spot and charge. So that is just about everything you need to know about the superchargers. If you have any questions that I didn't cover in the video, please feel free to leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And if you're thinking about purchasing a new Tesla, my Tesla referral code is in the description. Using my referral code will get you 3 months of full self-driving for free, which is a $300 value. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see see you in the next video. Peace.